Hello my darlings and welcome. In this video I use seashells, glitter, and paint to create a pair of ocean-themed candlesticks to decorate my sea witch altar. Let's do some magical crafting. When creating this pair of candle holders, I used 4-inch unfinished wooden discs as bases for the project, hot gluing them to the bottom of 2 unfinished wooden candlesticks. Then I gave them a base coat of light blue acrylic paint. I'll leave links to all of the materials I used in this project in the description below the video. In European folklore, sea witches are portrayed as women with a magical bond or power related to the sea, the weather, or seafaring life, possessing a vast array of powerful magic drawn from the brine of the sea. A modern-day sea witch uses the power of the ocean to fuel their witchcraft. Also called a water or ocean witch, a sea witch is able to center their energy by the ocean or other body of water, as well as use the elemental powers of water to heal, to protect, cleanse, draw abundance, and more. I have never really categorized myself as any specific type of witch. I think that the modern tradition of categorizing our magical practices has sprung up relatively recently because of the internet. Its popularity can be attributed to the importance of titles, tags, keywords, hashtags, and algorithms to content creators such as myself. So while I do not specifically consider myself a sea witch, I do consider myself a witch who loves the sea. I was born and raised in Southern California, and I'm a lifelong resident of a coastal city. So visiting the ocean is one of the most restorative things I can do to recharge my energy and focus my mind, to meditate, to raise power, and to dream about the future. So each summer, I create a sea witch themed altar, decorated with shells and driftwood, seaweed, and other flotsam and jetsam from the ocean. After painting the candlesticks with a base coat of light blue acrylic paint, the next step was to hot glue shells around the bottom of each candle holder. I'm using a combination of scallop, spiral, and cone shells, gluing them on in groups, using larger scallop shells on the sides of the candlesticks. Long before fancy New Age tools became readily available as they are today, witches, shamans, and other cunning folk turned to nature for their power objects. Natural objects are imbued with spiritual energies that can be harnessed for our own use in spells and charms, and seashells have a long history of magical uses. They're associated with the powers of various sea gods and goddesses of different cultures, and the elemental forces of water. It's my opinion that in their most basic forms, shells represent home and protection. They originally were the protective outer layer of sea creatures, and often they were the very homes that those creatures lived inside of. Over time, we have ascribed more and deeper meanings to shells. They have been used as ritual objects, adornment, and even currency in many cultures. They have been found as grave goods in prehistoric burials. Shells are endlessly fascinating, and the magical properties ascribed to them are vast. They represent birth and death, protection and pilgrimage, fertility and lunar magic. Shells are linked with the moon, which drives the ocean tides, and the element of water. Both of these have strong receptive energies, and shells can be used in magic to draw things that you desire into your life. Different shaped shells also hold different magical properties. Augurs lend protection energy, while spirals represent the goddess, creativity, and enhanced energy. Scallops and other dish-shaped shells can support us in healing and cleansing. Shells can be worn as amulets, used to decorate your sacred space or altar, or charged in the same manner as crystals. They can provide a connection to the sea or the element of water, or be used for divination. You can cast a sacred circle with shells, or use them for gridding or meditation as you would with crystals. The next step in creating my candlesticks is to add glitter. I'm creating a blend of golden prisma glitter, white iridescent glitter, and a tiny bit of aqua blue glitter. I will adhere the sparkling mixture to the bases of my candlesticks using Mod Podge Ultra Matte. After vigorous shaking to mix it well, I spray on a generous coating and then sprinkle the glitter on top. The Mod Podge will dry clear and hold the glitter in place so that it doesn't rub off every time the candlesticks are touched or moved. It acts as both a glue and a sealer for the glitter and the shells. The end result will mimic the sparkle of wet sand at the beach. The next step is to add some weathering and additional color to my candlesticks. I'm using clover green and aqua blue acrylic paint on a mostly dry brush to add these accents. I'm adding layers of color to the base and on top of several shells, working my way up the candlesticks, dry brushing color on the sides and top. Then back down to the base to add a bit of color and deeper shadows on the very bottom. I like a mottled underwater look to the paint treatment, so I'm keeping the green and aqua somewhat splotchy on purpose. Once the accent paint has dried completely, the next step is to add accessories and baubles to the shells on the base. This is achieved by hot glowing pearl beads and faceted glass beads all around in the crevices of the shells. This treatment makes the candlesticks look like they're covered in treasure. I'm also gluing some half-round faux pearl cabochons around the top of each candlestick for added decoration. I used Loctite superglue for this portion because I wanted the pearls to lie flat, and I was concerned that hot glue would cause them to appear uneven and create little glue spiderwebs hanging down. And here are the final candlesticks. I hope this video has inspired you to try your hand at making some witchy, ocean-themed decor and given you some ideas for how to create it. If you enjoy my crafty and DIY content, kindly leave a like on this video, and may the ocean send you blessings.